And welcome back. Body language, of course, can reveal a lot about a couple, but it can also be pretty tricky to read.
Authors of Truth and Lies, What People Are Really Thinking, Mark Bowden and Tracey Thomson are here to decode the meaning behind some of the most commonly used body language, and they join us now. Hi, guys. I feel like we're being watched.
Oh, you are.
Oh, yes.
Watch, examine,
What am I giving away?
Nothing yet.
Yeah. We'll tell everybody later. Don't worry.
Yeah. All right, well, let's start with this if we could. Just how often do people misread body language?
Oh, continually. It's our unconscious mind that's reading other people's body language, and we don't know why it's making the decisions it's making. And so it's either right or very, very wrong or something in between. However, it always sends us a message saying we're very, very right about it. However, we could be right or wrong.
And often we will default to negatives about body language. If we don't get the data, if we don't get enough data, we assume the worst. We assume somebody means the worst towards us. And we can make a decision, a quick assumption, a judgment based on that. And we misread signals because of that all the time. So I think we have a little test for you today. Okay, are you ready?
So I didn't realize there was a quiz.
So one of the signals we hear a lot, one of the things we hear a lot is that it's rude to stare. True or false?
Yeah. Somebody's staring at you, they're being rude.
Yeah.
False.
See, I think that's true. I mean, you can make eye contact with somebody, but after a while, when it becomes a full stare, then it becomes like a little uncomfortable, kind of creepy.
Okay, if it's a stranger, maybe staring is rude, or maybe they're stunned by my beauty. So who knows?
Okay. Yeah. So if it's a stranger, that's an example of insufficient data defaulting to a negative. I don't know the person, so I don't have any history with them, so better default to a negative. Better make it bad that they're staring. Right. Better to be safe than sorry. But really, staring is about what happens around the rest of the body. If I get strong eye contact with you, and I can do this for more than 20 seconds, and I've got a smile on my face, you're okay with it.
True.
If I start to show anger and I get eye contact with you, you're already not okay with it. So it's what's happening here and the eye contact that's most important.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if someone's looking at you as well predatorially, it's a bit creepy, isn't it?
Absolutely.
However, if someone's staring at you and you are attracted to them and you like them,
then it's good
it's
vibes.
Bound to make the attraction grow. So you're both kind of right, true and false.
I mean, I would have liked a definitive I win Jeff loses. We'll take that for the first one.
Let's see if we can get there.
You know, Vicky Sparkster, with your competitive nature, Carolyn is always here in some way or another. All right, question number two.
So question number two, and this is leading on from the staring. If someone's looking at you and their pupils dilate, they're attracted to you. True or false?
Yes, the pupils get bigger.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's true because all of a sudden your eyes are widening, you're taking more in. I think you're definitely attracted to that person. What do you
I'm going false just to keep things interesting.
Well,
Let's start to arm wrestle in a minute.
okay, we do know that when something is valuable to another human being, they are attracted. Yes, the pupils do dilate. However, you can have a cup of coffee, and the caffeine in there will cause the pupils to dilate. You can take some flu medication, and the pseudoephedrine in there will cause the pupils to dilate.
Adrenaline will cause the pupils to dilate, actually. If you're in that kind of fight or flight mode, pupils dilate. I thought it was interesting. So it could be that they're attracted to you or they're scared to death. Or they're running for their lives.
By how attracted they are to me. I like it. Okay.
Can you use that also like in, say, business meetings or like a sales pitch? If I was trying to sell somebody on something and their eyes start to open and widen, would that tell me that, okay,
Absolutely.
they're buying what I'm selling?
Tell you they're very interested in what you're saying or what you're showing. In fact, the legendary jade sellers in China used to wear dark glasses so you couldn't see whether they were attracted to the value of the jade you were trying to sell them. You know, obviously card players are legendary for wearing those dark glasses, so you won't be able to tell if they have a great hand.
Four aces.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you got one other for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're mirroring somebody, if a couple are mirroring each other, that means they are in sympathy with each other, they're attracted to each other. It's a great relationship. Mirroring, copying each other means a great relationship. True or false?
Sparkster?
I'm saying true.
See, just to keep things interesting. I'm going to say false, because I think you're just, I know most people would think, okay, you're in sync, right? And you're feeling each other's emotions and needs, but that's just too easy of an answer.
Well, sure. So, look, when we are in sync, we do often mirror each other, and we mirror each other automatically anyway to see whether we could have a good relationship. So you have to look at mirroring over a longer period of time and see whether it's sustained, because often initial mirroring is just about trying out theory of mind, working out, you know, are we going to get on or are we not by copying each other? Could we be in sync?
Gotcha. So can you use it to trick people into thinking you're in sync? In a job interview, can you be like, oh, we're so similar. Look, we both cross our legs the same way.
Well, it depends what attitude you want the other person to have. If they're being aggressive with you in a job interview, best not mirror that. You know, best to give them behaviors that they're more likely to mirror, so they're more open towards you. Do more open behaviors rather than copy their behaviors which aren't beneficial to you in the relationship.
All right. Now, I know Vicky needs to know, was there a definitive winner in this competition, or?
Well, I'm going to say it has to be Vicky.
Absolutely.
For no other reason than I think there's a good relationship.
Congratulations.
going on.
We have now mimicked our way into you guys being my favorite guests. Thank you.
See, I was just going to say we're all winners because we're better off for the information and knowledge that Mark and Tracy have passed on to us.
I am the winner. You are the not winner.
All right, Mark and Tracy's book is available right now. Thank you both. Good to see you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.